Welcome there, legends. Back to another episode of Hawk Talk. And once again, partner in crime, Tater. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you, cricket trip captain?
Very good, thank you, mate. Very good. Interesting week. It wasn't that interesting. Just working and trying to get through the week. I had my twin's birthday on Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Turned 5. Getting too old.
Crazy.
Too old. But how was your week, mate?
I was a bit up and down. A little bit crook this week, but ready to go for the weekend. So
good, mate. Was that crook from having a few too many waters on the weekend?
I'm not sure, actually. They didn't really tell us and give us the proper diagnosis, but started on last Sunday, so it could have had a bit to do with it. We'll see what happens.
No, fair enough. I think you spent like 5 overs out there on Saturday and nearly died, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was probably 5 more than me.
Yeah. No, it was a good hit out against Knox Gardens, though.
Yeah, we'll probably get into that a little bit later on, mate. But welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining us. Number 4 in a row for us. So we're cruising along at the moment.
Yeah.
Getting some good feedback. And once again, we're going to punch out rowvillehawktalk at gmail.com or rowvillecc.com. And we keep asking out there. Send us in some emails. We're getting little trickles here or there coming through, Tater. But
like one of the viewers has said, has emailed in. She said she's been trying to send in emails for weeks now, and it just keeps bouncing back because every time that you read out the email, it's not the right one. So we're going to at least we'll
apologies
have the right
again.
One. Yeah, apologies, and we've got it written down here, so we should get it right. And yeah.
Well, I should get it right anyway. I just got to read it. Fair enough. But anyway, once again, we'll just run through. We've got a little bit to get through to tonight. Obviously, first night on the track where we got Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah. And also we got the big games coming up this week if we get on.
Yeah.
The weather looks great. Go, So we've got a bit to get through there, naming the captains. Obviously, we'll start off with the toe ball of the week, which we'll get there. The juniors. And we're got a legend of the club coming in tonight.
A little interview.
A little bit of an interview.
Yeah.
A little bit of
insight into one of the old boys.
Yeah. So he's been around and life member, and love to have a beer with this guy all the time.
He loves a beer, doesn't he?
He loves a beer, yeah. But mate, we'll get straight into it. Toe ball of the week. This one, put that on, mate.
There you go, Steve. All for you, buddy.
I'll tell you what, that gets the run. I'll have to bring my shirt in there again next time. That story actually goes a little bit longer. We might have to tell one day. But toe ball of the week, this happened back in my hometown in Tasmania, in Hobart, a lovely place in North Hobart. But it kind of goes over 2 days, this one. So the boys are down there on a footy trip. And on the Friday night, as you do, Friday morning, as any type of trip, you get there nice and early, when the birds get up.
A bit excited.
Yeah, of course, a bit excited. You tend to go quite hard, quite early sometimes too. It happens often, don't worry.
It does.
So down at Salamanca, having a few quiet jars during the waters, of course, during the day. And it was pretty quite early Friday night. One of the boys, little Johnny again, unfortunately, we'll give him the bit of a rap. Little Johnny went a little bit missing again, as he does. He gets into a little bit of trip. But this is probably about 7 or 8 o'clock, and we get a phone call the next day, and we think, where's little Johnny? He gives us a call, and next you know, he's in the... he's down with the boys in blue. He's locked up. He's locked up overnight. So there was a bit of a story to that why he's got locked up. But this young female officer, sir, can you please come with me? And I think I've got your hotel room and the key for you for the night. So we had to go down and get little Johnny out, but all good, all fun intended. Yeah. And he had a good sleep and he was back in business. And so we thought a good idea that we'll go for go watch the local football down there.
Yeah,
and
a few more cans
of water. So as the viewers know, the main league down there it's the TFL, so Tasmanian Football League. It's probably like the VFL over here. So they do get a fair crowd there on a Saturday. So down in North Hobart, which I actually played footy for back in the day. Beautiful, classy, beautiful. Actually, really, really, really good ground actually. So they were down there, and we're on the wing watching my beloved North Hobart versus the Glenorchy, and it's like a Carlton Collingwood type of setup, and it's probably about 15,000 people there watching the game. And unfortunately, it got a little bit boring during the day. Glenorchy went bang, 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 and she was kind of all over it by midway through the third quarter. And So little Johnny thought he just got to be the life of the party, little Johnny.
Yeah,
and he just thought he might liven this one up a little bit. So he goes to the boys. He goes, if you just scull that can you've got in your hand, I might get the birthday suit on and get across the oval. So
yeah, right.
Sure enough, the obliging person just went whack and said, "Thank you very much." And next thing you know, I've never seen the clothes come off as quick as I did in my life. We actually had him getting his clothes back on because it was only midway through the third quarter. So he's got them off once, get them back on. So no. We'll watch a bit more of the footy first, yeah. So we're watching the footy, and next you know, got quite a bit boring. It's time to go, little Johnny.
It's go time, Johnny.
It's go time. Now, we had this plan. So the plan was he jumps, because there's police officers there and everything like that. Yeah. He'll jump the fence, tiptoe across the ground. No one should really know. Jump the other fence. One of the boys is waiting at the end of the fence with his clothes.
How do you tiptoe across the ground? No one knows.
He was like, I tell you, he was trotting. Well, the play was on the other end. So, and the idea was he would jump the fence, clothes give it to him, bang, we're away. Yeah. No one knows anything different.
Bit of a laugh.
Everyone a bit fired up. How funny was that? He jumps the fence all right, and he's got this beautiful scarf on at the same time. So that's all he's wearing. Around his neck, just running along. And you can imagine... And this is on YouTube. Yeah. Like, this is honestly on YouTube. So he's running along and he is just prancing. It's just like he was having the time of his life. He's going around there and he's running centre half forward and he's going up to full forward. And So he jumps over the fence. You see the boys in blue running from everywhere. The coppers are after him. So he's bolted. He's gone. He's run into this part of the oval where they're doing construction. So the fences is probably about 15 metres high. Little Johnny's got nowhere to go. He's going nowhere. He looks back. The boys in blue have now gone from about 300 metres away, getting closer. He knew it was done and dusted. So he thought he'd give it one more shot. He tried to get up this barbed wire fence.
No, that's not a great idea.
Probably the little Johnny and his little Johnny was getting caught on the fence. So he slid back down. He slid back down in a bit of a curve of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Gets his tap on the shoulder, turns around, here's his female officer. Little Johnny, jump in the car. The same officer locked him up the night before, caught him again on the same day. He's been in bed by 8 o'clock both nights in the jail cell. We had to pick him up on the way back to the airport. So you can imagine, how was your trip, little Johnny? So that was toe ball of the week. So
that's right.
It was probably one of those things where he had to be there. It was a little bit more funny. But
you would have loved it.
Yeah, he didn't have to pay for accommodation, put it that way. And I kid you not, Tater, after that, because I am a local boy down there, there was a thing in the newspaper, because it was on YouTube, there was a thing in the newspaper about how Victorians are coming down here and taking over the town on cricket trips. So from that day after, about 3 years, if you had a Victorian licence, they wouldn't let you into an establishment. So little Johnny did the job right there and over there. So no, little Johnny also worked there, boys, but... get the hair back off. But please, once again, please keep them coming. I'm running out of stories here, boys. So keep them coming. rowvillehawktalk@gmail.com or rowvillecc.com, guys. So get about. But we'll get into the seniors, Tate, and we spoke about the practice match against Eildon Park. Not Eildon Park. That's the side coming up. Practice match against Knox Gardens. Yep. How did you find it, mate?
I thought it was a really good hit out. 30 overs apiece, and we had a bat first, and didn't do too badly, to be honest. Obviously, they play in the top division and got some pretty good bowlers and obviously some good bats. But I think we ended up with about 120, 130 on the board after 30 overs. A couple of guys looked really good. You had guys like Tex, he usually looks good, and Jai looked alright, and then Harry Cowan down the order, Crossy.
Yourself, you put yourself in that, mate. You look pretty good as well. And
it was not too bad.
Except for myself, I might have got a bit of a blob there, but something different. But
got a good one.
After about 20 years, it was a good one. But one thing I took out of it, mate, is that before the game, we weren't really anticipating about runs. We wanted guys to spend time in the middle, which was great. And, and to Knox Gardens' credits, they did play a strong side, which was great. And it gave some of our younger guys a bit of an experience against some, good bowlers there at the end. So, like you said, Toddy Edison and Harry and Mo, at the end facing their opening one's bowlers, and I think they held themselves. But in terms of what about the bowling, mate? How do we start off with that?
Yeah, it's a little bit scratchy. There's some good signs with a few bowlers, but yeah, just something probably to work on is in our field. But that'll come, I reckon. Once we had, we had 15 blokes fielding, so we had a few guys coming on and off, and trying to give everyone a bit of a bowl that was there, and so it was a little bit hard at stages, but that'll come, I think.
Yeah, that's right, and I thought. All and well, like we had a good turn up, get the cobwebs out. And I think after tonight, actually, it was a really, really good session, and the boys are up and about, very positive, and and also welcome aboard to Mitch Double from Rowville. So another sign up straight in the ones, which is great. You look really good tonight. I know Hulk. It's I think Hulk's brother-in-law, so I know he's been working on young Mitch for a few years, and it's good to see him across the line. And he turned up tonight and he batted really well. And another addition, a bit of depth there for us, mate. So
looks good,
very good. And some better news, mate. About time.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. I got the message. When was that? Might have been Tuesday or Monday. Something. The President Holker, he sent through the text message a picture of, we finally got the new pitch.
Said it was late on the road.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not quite a road out there, that new pitch. I haven't seen on it tonight, but
very interesting.
We'll see how we go.
Top end, bottom ground.
Yeah,
so
both
got the new pitch, which is great. Just hope the bottom ground is not like a swamp there, so under the water. So that's good, mates. The new captain's got announced tonight as well. So obviously yourself, congratulations once again, buddy. To James Tate captaining the first. Who did you go to the seconds?
Yeah, we've got with Toddy Henderson. He's he's going to captain the twos, which is really good. He's obviously made a few runs late in the year last year. Got to go in the final last year, opening the batting.
Yep.
But it doesn't mean he'll be definitely playing twos. If he makes some runs, he'll definitely get a go.
Definitely put a bit of pressure on us and the ones, mate.
So and the thirds, really good. Yeah, Chris Gins.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Congratulations. He's put his hand up, and he'll do a really good job with the gloves as well. So look forward to seeing how he goes.
Yeah, he'll be fine. And mate, and we've got a fours up and going as well, and we've got a group of mates who have come down and there's about 13 or 14 of them. They're training every Tuesday and Thursday night, and
they go all right.
They do go all right. So so which is great, and I'm led to believe Ash, who played with us last year, he's kind of mentoring the side, and they're doing a bit of co-captain there with Ahmed as well. So congratulations, boys, there with Ahmed. So that's awesome. And the vets, the more important thing of the vets, which I've got a tap on the shoulder tonight. Actually, play on Sunday.
Well, if we don't get runs,
I don't know what I'm going to do. But Johnny Stewart.
Stewart, yeah.
Yeah, so Johnny Stewart, which has got the reverse dusty happening. So
looks good.
Just needs the tats now. So. But congratulations there, Johnny. So that's all good. But mate, so the teams tonight. Go through the teams, and I'll leave that to you.
Yep, no worries. We're first 11. We've got Tex Walker opening the batting with yourself, Jamo Rogers. We've got Charnicker at 3. The new boy, Mitch Double, he's at number 4.
Beautiful, Mitchy.
And then Jai at 5, myself at 6, James Cross at 7, Harry Atkins, the big redhead, the opening bowler. He's batting at 8. And then Harry number 2, Harry Cowan. He's coming to the side. Then we got Mohit and then Skinny, Ryan Arnell to round us out.
That's awesome. And Taj was
Taj hurt himself a little bit in the practice match against Knox Garden, so his knee didn't quite come up. Hopefully just be the 1 week. And
he was actually getting to a bit of rhythm there too, which was great.
Hooting him around a bit, so looking forward to him to take a few wickets for us. Yeah,
beautiful. And so we've got Eildon Park at home.
Yeah, Eildon Park here.
12:45, be here by
11:45.
Yep. Awesome. And the twos, mate, they've got Eildon Park away. Is that correct?
Yes, away. So obviously Toddy the captain and Tiger. You got Glenn Nevin, Andy Howe, Alex Chandler. You got Tinny, Veggie, Colin Kosh, Mitch Wills, Jolly Reeves, and Morsey.
Well done, the Morse. So, good work there. Once again, 12:45 there, boys. Be there by no later. 11:45, and the thirds, mate?
Yeah, thirds versus Upway on Rowville number 2. Obviously, Ginzy, the captain, Kenny, Cowdrey, Rob Bowman. You got Keith, Betty Kieran, Maxie, Jack Doyle, Holker, the Prez.
The Prez making a comeback.
Liam Wallace, and then
the shed.
The shed. The shed's in there.
I actually heard he was running across the ground tonight, and I think he'd done his hamstring. I heard him say something like, that last thing or something like that. So, I don't know.
No, I'll see how he pulls up, and at the moment he's named.
Well done, Shed.
And you got the...
I got the fours, mate.
Sure
So up and going.
Get this right.
Get this right. No, like I said, the boys are up and about. So they're playing Monbulk at Baines Park, so that's away, 12:45.
Yeah, lots of runs there.
I'm sure. Mate, they opened a team meeting. So I reckon they'll be there by 11:30.
Well,
so,
they trained an hour longer than
exactly.
us. Had longer than a team meeting as well.
I know. So, no, mate, they're on the go. They're having a crack. So, we've got Pardeep Chopra, Mandir Singh, Ahmed Singh, Viviet Katrina, Virian Kala, Sumit Junja.
Yeah, that's it.
Avid Sharma, Navdeep Mitara. He's my boy, Navdeep. There he goes, right? Navdeep. That's how deep. Navdeep. Mr. Gurulia, Kumar Pasha, Ravish Kumar, Ardish Kumar, also Pandin Singh, Sandeep Urja, and Arun Kara. So, good work there, boys. So they've got about 15. So they're going well. So good luck that week. So all good. So mates,
got another story.
I do have another story, but before we get there, I reckon we might get the cricket trip multi out because the big G Meister.
Oh yeah, he's going all right.
He's absolutely killing it at the moment. So if you just join our podcast in the fourth season, go back over the first couple, and we are doing a cricket trip multi. So we're going around the boys and grabbing a few dollars here or there. It goes towards the cricket trip. We're putting a 3-leg multi. Tate has got a mate who is going really well at the moment.
He fancies himself as a punter.
Well, I'm with him.
He keeps going.
Yeah, he keeps going. So
I should be actually backing him myself.
Exactly right. But he's nailed 2 out of 2 at good odds as well, you know. So one at $3.90, and I think the one at Ascot last week paid $2.30 or something like that. Got backed into the $1.95, but he got on early.
Yeah.
So I think he's got one for us this week, mate.
Yeah, tonight his main one this week. He's better today. He's put his house on a tip. He's Newcastle race 8, number 1, Lost and Running. Currently paying $3.10.
Now get in now because last time, like I said, it came in very late.
Back to right in.
Got back right in,
and he's liking it now. He's telling me all about it too, about how good he is and whatever. So we'll go with that.
We'll have to get him in, I reckon. He might have to be one of our special guests.
Wait till he loses one.
Okay, then we'll get rid of him, mate. We'll get Veggie in or something like that.
But my second one, can I get Veggie to have 14 plus kebabs on a Saturday night?
Mate, you can't, but you can take Ascot Race 7, number 3. And I reckon you're getting better odds actually for this than Veggie eating 14 kebabs on a Saturday night because this is $1.95. This is bazoom, but Veggie will be paying $1.20. So I'll take this one instead.
All right, we'll take the $1.95.
$1.95. So that's Ascot Race 7,
number 3,
at $1.95, and going into the last.
Yep, Ascot again. He loves Ascot.
He does. He's red hot too.
Race 3, number 8, Secret
Plan.
Secret Plan.
So don't tell too many people. That's at 3.10.
It's good. We get some actually good odds this week too. $19 for our multi.
19 to 1. That's all right. So we put probably 100 on that. It'd be 1900. And geez, I'll tell you what, we'll stiff last week again.
Oh no. So both weeks we've been on. We've had 2 out of 3, and stiffed by a short favourite. So anyway, the short favourites.
We'll land one. We'll land one.
I reckon we'll land a few.
Good work there, Gav, mate. Keep them coming in, please. If any of you guys got any tips out there, please give it to Rowville Hawktalk. I got it right at gmail.com.
Can't miss that one.
So give them in to us, please. That'd be great. Now, we'll get to the hard luck story, and I could call this a little matchy, but I'm actually going to. I'll actually take the rap for this one. So this is going back when I was about 2021. And when I was with the ex-missus, and first time I'm meeting the family, and you know when you kind of meet the family, you wonder who's who in the zoo and so on like that. Yep. So the uncles and aunties and cousins and all that coming around. So it was just meant to be a quiet barbecue in the backyard, and this bloke turns up, the uncle, and he's, you know, there's about 2 or 3, but you know the man. You know, the man out of all the brothers and all that, he's the one they all look up to, and a bit like me, kind of thing. But he's a Aussie, this bloke. So he come in with his footy shorts. I don't think he played a game of football in his life, but he had his footy shorts on, had his tank top, had his thongs, had the hat, had the mullet flowing, bit of tats here or there. he had. You remember they had the coaster coolers, So you had those like the Nesky,
it had the foam inside.
Yeah, the foam inside. They're one of those even.
Works well.
And a dart in one hand as well, as he's drinking it. Right, he's just the man. And I'm just thinking, this guy's God. Just have a look at him, going around. And so I was sitting in a circle. And behind my shoulder was the mother-in-law at the time, or the ex-Mrs. Mum. She was cooking the barbecue, so you get beautiful chops, and steaks and all that. And he's sitting there telling yarn as he does, and everyone's listening to every word he's saying. And I'm just thinking, fuck, look at this guy. He's just, who is this guy? He's God, type of thing. And just mid-sentence, he's just kicked the chair back. He's got up, he's fire. He's yelled out fire. And he just started running, still with the smoke. Still the stuff hit his head. Can't drop. And he's just running across. It was just like in slow motion. I'm just thinking, this guy's my hero. There goes my hero. I just think, this guy's he's got this under control. Not a problem at all. Just no safety for himself at all. He just sees fire, straight into battle.
Absolute leader. Leader of men.
Just kick it back. And he's got his flip-flops going. He's got his shorts on. He's getting across. The old girl there is trying to put it, the drip trays. Get a bit of... You know how they flare up sometimes, just a bit of flames out of it. You generally just take it out and you put it out. But this guy had it under control. He's got there, and I just took a swing of the beer. I thought, this will be done and dusted in about 2 minutes. As I put my beer down, well, I've never seen a fire get out of control so quickly in my life. The next thing you know, the Barbie's gone up. His hands are singed. What he's done, he's poured water on fat. Now, everyone out there knows that's a big no-no, right? So it's spread all over the joint. The Barbie burnt to a crisp, right? So go to say we had fish and chips that night, right? So there was nothing. So it wasn't until about 2 hours later after all the commotion has stopped, and I'm thinking, okay, we'll just mark this one down to a bad outing. A bit unlucky.
Very unlucky.
But I tend to find that he burnt his bloody kitchen down 2 weeks before the sausages.
You're going to keep him away from the flames.
I kid you not, he burnt his kitchen down. And it was under construction because he was cooking sausage again. So hard luck story there, mate. You are Maxie. So good work. But geez, that was funny. That was good. You've done well there, mate. But the juniors, mate.
Yeah.
They are going.
Flying.
Mate, they're just going from post to post. 120 they've signed up. It's just kids and kids turning up.
Where are they coming from?
Just everywhere.
Even in list of
everywhere, mate. We'll take them from everywhere. It is true. From 14s downs, we've got the biggest junior club going around.
Yeah.
So, and we keep saying it. Mark Ouch, and there's actually more behind the scenes. Mark Ouchon and Steve Ouchon have done a terrific job.
The subcommittee.
Yeah. Andrew Howe. I'd love to name all of them, but even Andrew Howe, a couple of years ago, started. Matthew Blackman, who moved on from the club, but he really pushed it at that time.
Yep.
And these guys are really running on with it. And 120 kids, mate, are juniors from 14 and under. 14 and under. Great work. And a bit of news on them. The juniors and Master Blasters start this Sunday, which is great. Once again, get onto the rowvillehawktalk.com or get onto our Facebook page to find about times. Obviously, weather permitting. So it's going to be a little bit hard. Yeah, it's not looking great, mate. The fast nines on Friday night as well. The 12s and 14s are meant to be on Friday night, and I think the 7s start the following Wednesday.
Yep.
And it'd be really good to see that the parents really get down there and support. Now we've got all these juniors. We want to get the parents involved, and that's where it just starts to build the community and get them through. So, and like I said, Tate, you said before, you want to see these kids coming through and playing.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's really. Yeah, it's really looking good for the future. You've just got to keep it all going and, see him playing seniors in a couple of years. Yep,
which is the plan. But great work there, guys. Just keep it going. And this brings us into our special guest.
Yes.
Leads into it.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited about this one.
Well, who we got here?
Well, just before we start doing it, I actually, would you believe, during the week, and I've been getting a couple of messages, we've got to get a guest on, and we're thinking this guy's name kept coming up. It just kept coming up.
It always comes up.
He is Rowville sometimes, guys. So we're calling the segment Beers with Chooka. So no doubt it's Chooka. And I've got to tell you a little story about Chooka. When I first started here, I was at 19, and you go up and meet Chooka, and look, and to Chooka's credit, I'd played once cricket with him, so he could bat. He open batted. He did the job week in and week out.
He tells me about it.
Give him a couple of beers, and I'll tell you. But he did a fantastic. It was a bit of a mentor, and he's a left-hander as well. And anything short, he'd like to go. But I was sitting there, and it would have been 6 or 7 games in. Someone's reading the sides. When you kind of, and this is back when the place used to be chockers on a night, and a lot of cricket clubs would have been like that. So you're kind of up the back and you're kind of listening, not listening. So one day I was like, in the one, such and such, and Alan Freeman. And I said, who the hell is Alan Freeman? I was like, oh, we got a new player. Who's Alan Freeman? They go, it's Chooka. I was like, I didn't know him from Chooka. I wouldn't even know what his name is. But we'll get Chooka on and stay right there.
Hey!
Yes, welcome. Take a seat, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in, mate.
Good on you, Jamo
Tater. Welcome to Hawk Talk, my friend.
I love this show. Been watching it every week.
It's good,
Very
mate.
special guest on here, so you're very proud.
Jeez, I look fat
Well,
on
you know who we had? You know.
look fat on you, Tater.
You know we had Jake King, Jacob Wiedering might be coming onto the show.
Jacob Wiedering,
Jacob Wiedering, a few connections.
Big guest.
Matthew Richardson, we had a few might come in there. So just a couple of names there. But
Go to the top first, though.
Mate, your name just kept coming up from everyone. So
right?
welcome, mate. So look, bit of light-hearted stuff, but I just want to know, what year did you start at the club?
83. I came here.
83.
80. End of 83. So 83, 84 was my first season.
First season. How old were you when you actually come to the club?
I would have been 19, 20. Yeah, born in 63. So.
I mean, what made you come to Rowville? Like, you tell the boys, especially Tate, and I've heard all the stories. I'm sure we all heard the stories, but just tell you about the love for the club. But what made you come here? Did you ever leave the club in that period of time?
Never left. I've never left since I got here, which I didn't want to come here. I didn't want to play cricket. I played my juniors in the Dandy comp, and I went up north and lived up on the Goldie for a summer or about a year or something.
Good place. Little Johnny likes the Goldie.
What did you make a few guys and thought you idiots? I don't know. I came back and was knocking around with legs. You all know.
Yeah, okay. Yes, we do know legs. We might get him on the show one day.
Get him on here. And anyway, he was pestering me to play cricket, which I didn't really want to do. Just to shut him up, although I'll come down. And
haven't left ever since.
And I turned up on a Tuesday night before the first game, and I fell in love with it. They got me pissed on Tuesday night, and Thursday night, and fell in love with the joint. And he left a couple of times. I'm still here.
And you would have met would have seen a lot of really good cricketers in your time. And would have made a lot of lifelong friends. Who were some of the coaches you had, mate, during that time?
Coaches, when I had a bloke called Dave Bird just the first year I was here.
Yeah.
He was a good cricketer, but
Was Longy one of the coaches?
Longy took over the next year.
How was Longy as a coach?
Longy was great.
I love Longy. Any good stories about Longy? You can share.
You can tell.
I don't like to speak ill of the dead.
No. I love Longy.
Longy was just great fun. He was like, we thought he was the oldest bloke in the world. He was probably
pretty sharp. He was pretty sharp in his time, they tell me too. Is that right?
When I got here, he'd had his accident. He had a big
yeah.
accident just the year before, so he wasn't sharp, but he great bowler and great player. He gave us young blokes a go, and
I remember the time where, and once again, rest in peace, Longy. We love the bloke, and he played. He was 50. He'd still playing in the fours or something like that when he Chook, and he was captain in the fours and that. Yeah. One day the ball's gone past him and Longy's little legs was going off, and apparently he only had 8 players, and he's on the phone as he's chasing like, can you come down when I got 8 players as he's chasing the phone?
Yeah, Bruce was playing that baby. He was telling me that story.
Chasing the ball boy on the phone trying to get some players. So did he have the winnies underneath the shoulder?
Yeah, the ciggies in there, 4 guys in the pocket. One day we were fielding out here at Seabeck, and been a drinks break up, and I said, what time's it fourth on? Longy at Flemington. The bowler's just about to run in, he's in the pocket, got the phone, got it. The bloke's bowled the ball, and he's sticking
It's like Matty Brigham, he was playing in the twos once, and he was fielding first or second slip. The ball goes, Nick misses his head, and they reckon he did not move. He was like this. The ball's gone past him. He had his little walkie-talkie and listened to a race. He was listening to like the last of the Quaddy or something. Didn't even know the ball got him. But that's some good times. And it was probably, obviously had Longy. I got here when Evo was coaching, and we had Johnny O'Hare and all that. But who do you think was one of the better players that, and look, you had the privilege to play with the Darren Hills and Evos and Johnny O'Hare and those type of players. I'm sure there's a lot more, but who was probably the better cricketer that you've seen, or the best cricketer? I know it's hard, but
Hilly and Evo would be the two.
Yeah,
they're just standout. Well, everyone knows Hilly.
Yeah.
Not what he can do.
No, what do you know Hilly too?
Do anything with the ball, do anything with the bat. He probably cost me a lot of big scores because I was blind every Friday night with him playing with hangover on Saturday. But
was that the days we used to go down to the stand the night before?
Stanford was later, earlier in the city, but yeah. And Evo was just, he's a legend. I didn't play a hell of a lot with Evo. When he got here, I was probably just about finished. And
you made a comeback.
Yeah, I played a few times with him and that, but he's just awesome. He really made the club a lot more professional at the time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I really enjoyed Evo. There was times the first time, but when he came back the second time, I got on great with him and have ever since. He's a great bloke. He's a great batsman, a great fielder.
He was good.
But there was a lot of great players, but they probably the two who main Tate Bergman,
I forget about Tate Bergman.
Legs and me. I'll probably get biased towards me mates.
What about? But you've obviously did all right on the ground, but you've obviously taken over off the ground now, and love to have a beer every Saturday on the hill or under the roof there.
Just the social one.
Just the social one. Just abusing the players. Why has he played so guy there? Why is he batting there? Why didn't you give him a bowl after about 25 cans?
Bloody easy square inside, I tell you.
You're allowed to do that when you're at your time. So
What'd you play that shot for?
You see it so clearly when you're just sitting there and you see everything so clearly. What are they doing? When you're out in the ground, you're
one of our favourite segments is toe ball, and obviously it's about cricket trips. And I'm sure you would have been on a few cricket trips over the time, and
not as many as you, Jamo.
Once it started off, you used to go. What was the times you used to just go up to a paddock or something?
Yeah, Paralytic Valley we call it. Paradise Valley, yeah, that was bloody good times up there.
Just get up there and have a few, and
we just drank basically, and cooked and ate and drank and it was cooked.
But
fished and.
I've been on a couple with Chook, and when it comes to my room, we were in Gold Coast, and you might have nearly used your beer as a snorkel when you went through. I mean, that might come up when you went vertical in the spa bar.
That infamous spa. I hope they demolish that after that afternoon wheel spin.
Just for your viewers out there, that we all know our Chook loves a story and tells a great story. We're in this massive spa.
Except when I'm nervous on TV.
yeah. You're on video, mate, that's right. We can edit it anytime we like.
You'll be editing
But we're out there, we've got there's a massive spa. Yeah. It would have been about 10 of us in it, you know the what. And Chook was just telling his story, and everyone's just engaged, everyone's engaged. And he might have just took the wrong step there. He's ended up vertical and ended it in, and all you see is his hat just floating, and he was under there for 30 seconds, and we couldn't stop laughing. We had to help him up. And it was one of those things we had to see, but it was good. And
I had a couple of little combat soldiers stuck on my foot.
They were mine, I think. They lost that. But mate, just what's the Rowville Cricket Club mean to you? Like, I don't know, it's off the cuff, but
you probably know, it means everything to me, really. Like, a lot of my best friends and lifelong friends I've got, I met here, and Legs got me here. He was mate from school, but you got Legs, Birdman, Hilly, all these sort of guys.
Yeah.
You, I've known through here. If I hadn't come here, wouldn't know me. But I've been through the good times, bad times. We've been down for a few years now, but still a great club. Yeah. Still full of great people. Our young blokes, they're terrific young fellas. They're probably looking to get a little bit harder on the field, but but they're
definitely
great.
Changed.
No, I just love the joint. Love coming down here.
And what would you like to see out of the year from the senior club or from the ones? Obviously finals, and we all want to. We've been in a couple of prelims the last few years, and we just haven't taken that next step, and we've got a bit of youth coming through this year,
right.
as I see. So.
Well, that's a bit of promise, and it's seen a couple of new guys come into the club, but I haven't really seen them yet because I haven't been trained.
Neither have we.
I don't know what they're like, but I've met them. They seem like nice guys, and hopefully they can play a bit. I know Hulk's got young Mitch over now. His brother-in-law, I played against him. He's sledged me a little bugger from not little, but slips and that. But no, he's all right. He's got a technique and he might be okay. So look, we can only go up, can't we?
That's it.
We've been competitive. We lost the great Hillman, of course, but
That's all right.
He's nearly as old as me. So.
He's going for his 16th, 16th flag.
He'll probably win another one and win the medal as well.
I was speaking to my brother Jake because he's playing there as well.
Yeah,
so Ryan and Luke, and they went to the first training session. I said, "Oh, how'd you go, mate?" And he's turned around and he said, "It's pretty professional. Like, you've got a lot of young kids and that." And he said, "Oh, this guy who runs the drills is like he's black belt in this," and he goes, "Well, bloody warming up and running through," and he goes to me, "What the hell's going on here?" He goes, after 5 minutes, he'll just walk straight off to the net. I'm doing a half-hour warm-up and sprint and that. But I think he's paid his dues yearly too.
Oh, he doesn't have to answer it anyway.
Exactly right. So, but, mate, really appreciate you coming on. It wasn't as bad as you thought. We might have to get we might have to get a story or two from you, as a segment or something during the year, if you don't mind.
Get some advice after a few games, what we're doing right and wrong.
We can have Chooka to do his reviews for us. That's it.
All positive this year. But...
Awesome. But thank you, Chooka.
All right.
Been a
good
pleasure,
on
mate.
Thanks for having me on, boys. And I'll keep watching the show.
Yeah, good. And you stay classy, Rowville.